Hi, I'm Lisa from Active Domestics, and today I'm going to show you how to clean the filters in your DAIKIN inverter air conditioner. I'm also going to give you some maintenance tips, take you through all the things that the manual recommends. So of course you want to keep the filters in your air conditioner clean because it makes it run more efficiently, which is why the manual recommends cleaning it every 2 weeks. Come with me and I'll show you how it's done. Number one, you have to make sure the machine is not in use whilst you're about to clean it. Number two is that you have to go outside and turn off the circuit breaker for the air conditioner. So here we are. There's the aircon circuit breaker. I'm just going to turn that into the off position. It seems to me to be the case that cleaning these basic filters in an air conditioner is probably pretty similar throughout most machines. There is also a list of things that you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be using hot water. You shouldn't be using anything abrasive, any volatile liquids, petrol-based cleaning products or anything like that. And you shouldn't also be using any polishing compounds. So you need a good sturdy ladder to get up there and reach. Make sure it's sitting evenly on the floor and that you've got those hinges of the ladder pushed down properly so that it's nice and safe and you're not going to fall. I've just got a clean microfiber cloth here and I've wet it, but it's well squeezed out. No other water is coming from it when I wring it like that. You want to make sure it's well squeezed out. And I don't have any cleaning products on this cloth at all. I'm just going to use the power of the microfibers to collect and remove all the dust. I always fold my cloth like this and then like this. And then that way, as one section gets dirty, I can turn it over and use another cleaner section. I'm going to wipe up here first. What you can feel up here is just an open grill. It's an air inlet area and it's just like a plastic grill, and then there's the filter underneath it, the filter that we're about to clean. Always be really careful when you're on a ladder because you've got to remember a lot of people hurt themselves when they're on ladders. It's better to hop down, move your ladder, than it is to overreach and fall. Now do make sure that you also clean the remote. You want to fold your cloth over to a nice clean spot and just give everything a nice wipe. Open up the little door there to the other buttons and just wipe over everything so that you can remove the oils from your hand and any dust and dirt. And remember to do the other side of it as well. And then let it dry. Put your hands on either side of the cover and gently lift it up. I learnt later you can just push it back a little bit more and it will stay in place without having to hold it up. Now see, I just gently lift up those filters and then pull them carefully along the tracks. If they're especially dusty and dirty, be real careful. The manual says that if the vacuum cleaner doesn't easily remove all the dust, then you're best just to use lukewarm water, nothing too strong. But be careful with it because it's quite thin and you don't want to break anything. It also says to dry this in a shady area. You don't want to leave things like this out in the sun because the plastics could become brittle and they might snap and break because, we need a little bit of flexibility in this in order to get it back into position. So I'm going to go and vacuum this one now. Now, there is an aluminium filter in behind here, and the manual says definitely do not touch that because you could get injured if you do. Now, we've completely turned off the source of electricity by turning off the circuit breaker, but you still have to be ultra careful with things like this. So do not touch that aluminium grill. So regarding that blue filter up there, that's the deodorizing filter. And it's called the enzyme blue. There's two different types. One type you have to either wash or replace every 6 months, and or if you're washing it, replace it at least every 3 years. And the other type involves no washing at all, and it says that you just have to replace it every 6 months. So you want to find out which one you've got so that you can know whether you need to be washing it or ordering some extra ones for down the track. All these things are important for the efficient functioning of your air conditioning unit, so you want to make sure you get it right. Now we're going to have a look at those little blue filters. There's the little blue filter there. Now in our case, we don't need to change it or do anything because, as I said, the air conditioner is very new, but that just slid out. But this is where it's really important that that aluminium grill is right behind it. And remember, it said we mustn't touch that. So you just lodge it in place. Slide it so that it gets from past that little middle section holder and push that into place. I can imagine they wouldn't be very expensive to replace, but you do want to think ahead and probably buy a few of them at the same time so that you save money. Anyways, as I said, soldering this up is really easy. You're just going to push it back first. You can see its little tracks and grooves are easy to see when you've got your glasses on. Just do it evenly and slowly. Push it right back to as far as it goes. And then push that down like that. Now you can see they're both clean. When you're closing the lid to the panel, just do it softly and gently and make sure your hands are clean because you don't want to go getting it all dirty again. Right, that's all clicked back into place, and I will give that another wipe. I just noticed a few handprints that the installer left now that I'm up here on that level and seeing it closely. Now, of course, this is the basic cleaning that you can do for your air conditioning unit. The manual does also recommend that you periodically call in a professional. I don't know what the period of time they're talking about here, because I guess that depends for everyone on their use and how much dust is in their air or how much moisture is in the air, things like that. So if you live in a really rainy, moldy, mold-prone kind of environment, you'll probably want to go and call in a professional to clean the other parts of your air conditioner on a more regular basis than someone like myself who lives in a fairly dry climate and doesn't use their air conditioner very often. So I hope this video has helped you. If it has, please remember to give me a like so you can see it's not a huge job to clean the filters in your air conditioner. And I hope you're inspired to look at yours, because if you're using your air conditioner, clearly this is a job that needs to be done on a regular basis in order to maximize the efficiency of your machine. Everything like this always requires maintenance, and it makes a big difference. If you don't do the right maintenance, then problems are going to eventually occur. Also, that quality of air that you're breathing in is not going to be as great. So I'm going to go and turn on the circuit breaker again so that these air conditioners can be all good to go tonight when we possibly need them. It's been really, really hot here in Queensland, Australia, and yeah, quite looking forward to the end of summer really. So good luck and happy cleaning.